Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, May 20th, 2022. I am Fredicia Liebert. Nevis's Department of Gender Affairs on Thursday, May 19th, installed the advisory board for its soon-to-be-launched Boys Mentorship Program. The brief ceremony took place in a joint meeting of the advisory boards of the Boys Mentorship Programs in Nevis and St. Kitts. Junior Minister of Gender Affairs, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, presented the members of the board with their instruments of appointment, expressing gratitude for their interest in molding the island's boys and accepting the invitation to serve.
To our board, I want to say a hearty thank you for giving of your service and your time. It is a voluntary service that you are given, and we are eternally grateful. We know we cannot pay you for your time, but we want to say how appreciative we are to you for taking this step. We are aware that we are living through very trying times, and our boys come under scrutiny from time to time, and so we want to pull back what has gone down a wrong path. We want to instill the good behavior that we once had in our boys, and I am certain that you will do an excellent job.
The members of the advisory board are civil society representatives Alexis Brown and Hensley Daniel, mentors representative John Hanley, sports and youth representative Jamia Claxton, professional counselor Jasmine Brown, private sector representative Agnola Hendrickson, gender affairs officer Mario Phillip, and Joy Napier, principal of the Nevis International Secondary School, where the Boys Mentorship Program will be piloted. They have been charged with upholding the Boys Mentorship Program by laws and the pursuance of the Department of Gender Affairs' priority goals of achieving equality, equity, and the success of all Nevisians.
I know, as busy as some persons might be, you will make the time to listen to the mentees, to engage them from time to time, and to be authentic, because I think one of the hallmarks in being a good mentor is to be authentic. The boys need somebody who they can believe in, who they can call out to, who they can rely on. And so authenticity, reliability, those are some of the hallmarks, the buzzwords of being an excellent mentor. And I know that you have the requisite qualifications to do all that.
The installation of the advisory board follows the training of men on Nevis who will serve as volunteers for their Boys Mentorship Program, which took place in November 2021. In observance of the International Day of the Boy Child, celebrated on May 16th, the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs hosted a panel discussion on the topic Gender Equality, Making It a Reality for Our Boys. The discussion, which took place on Thursday, May 19th, featured 5 male panelists who spoke on issues affecting men in today's society, as well as measures that could be put in place to nurture the Federation's boys into becoming wholesome men. Amongst the topics discussed was the society's view of how men should display their emotions.
I believe that if we allow, and parents would allow children to express themselves, especially the boy child, to express himself in ways that, he's feeling. Listen to them. Don't shun them out, don't shut them down because you feel that what they're saying is not relevant to you, or it's not important to you. Let them express themselves, because at the end of the day, and I say this too many times, our society, because of what happened in our society, it grows up with us. We keep these feelings, we express these feelings to nobody. We're experiencing difficult situations, we're experiencing turmoil, we're experiencing whatever, but because we're not allowed, because society say, boy, keep your feelings to yourself. And we are not allowed to express ourselves in any way. And then as we get older, these feelings or these emotions can lead to even mental problems, mental issues.
Curtis Francis, counselor in the Ministry of Education. Virgil Jeffers, Director of the Department of Gender Affairs in St. Kitts, advised adults in parenting or mentorship roles to practice proper communication methods when interacting with boys, as these initial interactions are crucial when forming the child's perception of the world around him.
If parents develop this communication level from early stage, it makes it easier when they're at the teenage stage. Yeah. I am looking for you to approach me in a calm manner. If you're going to shout at me, I'm going to shut down. I'm going to ignore you. So therefore, if you want me to open to you, I'm going to expect that, you're going to come and say, I realize you have a problem. You care to share what is the problem, or tell me what's bothering you. Don't come at me aggressive, otherwise chances are you're either going to meet back with the aggression, or you're going to get no answer at all.
He also encouraged parents to train their children to be respectable to those around them, regardless of their gender.
As parents, I think it's only fitting that regardless of boy or girl, everybody should be treated equally. Mm-hmm. And we should teach our children that we need to treat everybody equally, regardless of boy or girl. Do you only open the door for a girl, but not for boy? Do we only say good morning if it's a girl that we like to see, or if it's an old man? So I think that, with equality, it comes with the responsibility of everybody being included. Mm-hmm. And it is something that parents, adults, that we would really need to take into consideration whenever we have to speak about gender equality.
Also a part of the panel was Macmillan Coffey, a counselor at the Mental Health Unit in Nevis, and Dion Brown of the Department of Gender in St. Kitts. The discussion was moderated by Mario Phillip of the Department of Gender Affairs in Nevis. A contingent comprising faculty and students from the Nova Scotia Community College in Canada is currently in St. Kitts and Nevis. The 2-week visit is made possible through a joint partnership project established in 2013 between Nova Scotia Community College and CFBC under the theme Culture, Entrepreneurship, Leadership and Professional Skills Program. On Friday, May 20th, the group visited Nevis as part of a series of planned activities in an effort to immerse the visitors into the culture of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Visiting from Nova Scotia Community College are 5 students in the teacher education early learning program and 1 environmental science student. And there are 2 faculty members. And today, for the trip to Nevis, they will be visiting sites of environmental interest, sites like Coconut Walk, the wind farm, a hydroponic farm, also the Nelson Spring Rehabilitation Project. Then the teacher education students will be visiting some of our learning centers. They'll be able to visit Montessori, view the STEM exhibition at the Charlestown Preschool, and also to visit the Gingerland Preschool, where one of our, in fact, the 2021 valedictorian of the Clarence Fitzroy College now works, and also we'll go on to visit the Combermere Preschool. While we are visiting these educational sites, we'll also have an opportunity to view some of places of historic interest in the island of Nevis. We want to welcome you to Nevis, and we trust that this will be an educational and an enjoyable, memorable trip to Nevis, Queen of the Caribbean.
Included in the touring party were members of the faculty and staff of the CFBC, as well as student teachers who are pursuing the Early Childhood Development Program at the college. On their arrival to Nevis, the delegation was greeted at the Charlestown Ferry Terminal by Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, John Hanley, CEO of the Nevis Tourism Authority, Devon Liburd, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Kevin Barrett, Education Officer Florence Smithen, who chaperoned the group on the education leg of the tour, and Senior Environmental Officer Thema Ward, who chaperoned the group on the environmental leg of the tour. Still to come, first Exposition Nevis Festival to be held on May 21st. The details right after this break.
Taxes are the lifeblood of a nation. Feel good about what your tax dollars do in Nevis. As a responsible citizen, your tax dollars protect our environment. Pay your taxes on time. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis.
Be a responsible citizen. Welcome back. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is honored to welcome to its shores the newly accredited ambassador of Italy to St. Kitts and Nevis, His Excellency Fabrizio Nicoletti. The ambassador's week-long visit is centered around the presentation of credentials to Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis, His Excellency Sir Tapley Seaton, on May 17th. While in the country, Ambassador Nicoletti is scheduled to pay courtesy calls on Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris and Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley. St. Kitts and Nevis and Italy have joined a long-standing diplomatic friendship, reiterated most recently by the participation of the Honorable Mark Brantley in the 10th edition Italy, Latin America and Caribbean Conference, October 2021 in Rome. The conference examined Italy's G20 presidency and its interactions with the region. Further, St. Kitts and Nevis continues to enjoy visa-free access to Italy through the Schengen Agreement, scholarships and training, donation of sports equipment, climate change grants, and other technical assistance from Italy. The Ministry of Tourism is inviting you to bring out the whole family to celebrate the Exposition Nevis Festival 2022. The fun day for the entire family will feature a bouncing castle, horseback riding, games including tug of war, dog and bone, lime and spoon, as well as all kinds of Nevisian cuisine.
On Saturday the 21st of May, we are going to have a grand festival at the Malcolm Gwishard Recreational Park. And in this festival, we're going to have a food court, we'll have a barbecue zone, some cultural performances, some fun family games, competitive activities, and there will be a kids zone, art and craft exhibition, and more. So we invite you to come on down to the MGR Park on Saturday, the 21st of May, from 12 noon to be a part of this exercise.
For your entertainment, the event will also feature live performances by soca and calypso artists. Admission to the Exposition Nevis Festival is free. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.